My name is Jan Lindhardt, and as some of you know, I am from Copenhagen, Denmark. English was my fifth language. It's a very complex language. I want to share with you what I call Toastmaster and outside-in view. A friend came to me and he said, Jan, I want to give you a challenge to become a Toastmaster. I thought to myself, how difficult can that be? A slice of bread that's been browned by dry heat. But I thought, well, I'll give it a try. So I got the best high quality bread I could find and my professional toaster, as well as experimenting with the temperatures. In the process, I ate a lot of toast and a lot of butter. But then I realized that there's a Goldilocks principle involved. You don't want to have it too light. Certainly don't want to have it too dark either. But after a while, I was able to create what I considered the perfect toast. And I considered myself a Toastmaster. I went to show my friend my newfound skill as a Toastmaster. He just laughed at me, and I said the English language is full of idioms, an expression whose meaning is not predictable from the usual meaning of its constituent elements, such as kick the bucket or hang one's head. English is also full of words with dual meanings. He said, let's go to my basement. I have a dictionary down there. My friend said, I will lead you through the dark basement. However, I tripped over a lead pipe and sliced my hand on a nail. We quickly wound the bandage around the wound and went on and found the dictionary. Toastmaster, a person who presides at a dinner and introduces the after-dinner speakers. Ah, like this guy. Yes. It also involves frequently the process of toasting, which involves some delicious drink of some sort. And then everybody clinks a glass and somebody stands up after they say speech, speech, speech. And the guy stands up and say, I'm the best man. I've known the groom for many years. We grew up together and we were best friends. And horrible speech. Public speaking is an art. To learn to do proper business communication is a skill. However, it is the top fear of people, public speaking, above anything else. They will stand, look at the paper, and sweat and stammer the way through the presentation. My friend says, you don't have to fear public speaking. You just have to go to Toastmasters International, and they'll teach you how to do it right. See, a Toastmaster is a pathway, a learning experience that will open up an exciting world of possibilities in leadership, in speaking, in effective coaching, and much more. Every Toastmaster's journey starts with a single speech. It's an international experience, a cultural experience that do not even discriminate against people from Denmark. And of course, you're allowed to have stage fright as soon as your talk is over. I feel I'm somewhat of a patriotic person, even though I wasn't raised in this country. I enjoy the First Amendment, the freedom of assembly, freedom of press, freedom of religion, and freedom of speech from the Bill of Rights. So when I found a club called the Freedom to Speak, it spoke to my heart. And the time of the meeting happened to be very good for me. As a member of Toastmasters International and my club, I promise to attend club meetings regularly, to prepare all my projects to the best of my ability, basing them on Toastmasters educational programs. So I joined the Toastmasters International and became a Toastmaster apprentice. I learned ways to improve relationships by speaking from the heart. I learned how to project my voice so I could be better heard and understood. I learned to improvise with table topics. I enjoy this part. And I learned to be able to debate better. I want to take you through a normal Toastmasters meeting. It starts out with a club officer bringing the meeting to order. We then go through the Pledge of Allegiance and we read the mission statement together. He then conducts business of the meeting, introduce and welcome guests, and then the Toastmaster is introduced. We also introduce the grammarian, whose job it is to look for the ums and the ahs and the whatnots and additional stuff that is not necessary, and she introduces the word of the day. We also introduce the timer, whose role it is to keep track of time to make sure that you stay within the allotted time. This is an important part for me, as I tend to run over. Voice counter is introduced, and the competent leadership and evaluators is introduced. We then introduce the speakers, and the speakers get a chance to give their talks from 5 to 7 minutes usually, and we get to write down our thoughts on the speaker and the speech and give our comments directly to them. Then we request a timer's report, and we call for the vote of the best speaker, and then the table topic master is introduced. And again, we get a chance to speak again for improvised speeches, usually lasting about 1 to 2 minutes. Then there is a timer's report, and we get to write down on the ballot our best evaluator, our best speaker, and our best table topic speaker. The last part of the meeting deals with the general evaluation portion. We introduce the evaluator, and they will be evaluating the speakers. Then there's a request for a timer's report and call a vote on the best evaluator. And we ask for the grammarian reports to see how often we use the word of the day and if any superfluous words were used. Then we have a presentation of awards to find out who's the best speaker. Oh, not that kind of speaker. And at that point, awards will be given for the best speaker, the best table topic speaker, and the best evaluator. Oh, one more thing. It is actually okay to eat at the meetings. I brought a piece of toast with me to show that I am a Toastmaster extraordinaire. Mange tak for at lytte til mig, og have en god dag.